So I just wanted to hop on here because I had some things in my mind that were like weighing on me. Like life things have flowed over, and I'm just like thinking when you were a teenager and your parent would be like, "Oh, don't you come back home pregnant and don't bring no babies to my house" and stuff like that. And I think my body actually took that to heart because I'm so scared, or I was so scared to be pregnant as a teenager that now I actually worry if I can. And then I feel like everybody thinks from TV shows and books and stuff that it's just one night of unprotected sex and then you're pregnant and then your life changes and whatnot. And getting pregnant is super duper easy. But no one ever talks about the different struggles of infertility, and I feel like it shouldn't be so taboo. It should be something we discuss, because there's so many people going through it. When I was younger, when I say younger, I mean 18. I thought pregnancy, whatever. I have these horrible periods, and it's just a thing. So I will be super careful because mom said she didn't want to raise no grandbabies. I think she might have also put the fear of the entire universe in my mind because really just haven't been able to just fall pregnant easily. So, but that's also because I found out as a 26-year-old when I was diagnosed with endometriosis. I've always had PCOS that's been diagnosed since I was a teenager, but I didn't get diagnosed with endo until I was 26, after my first surgery. And that just throws your fertility for a loop and your ideas of pregnancy and falling pregnant for a loop as well. So that was just a whole curveball I was not expecting at 26. But when I look back at my history, dating and stuff, and even with pregnancy, I had a miscarriage very early on in the pregnancy. I literally took the test, saw the little plus sign, and then didn't even get a chance to fully let it settle in that, oh, I was carrying a person, or could have been someone's mom. It was just gone. Granted, at that time in my life, I was also doing a lot of stuff that I probably should never do again, and I don't plan on ever doing again, but between the stress and bad dating and just everything, I lost it. So that just makes me worry, even as an adult now, that getting pregnant really isn't as easy as people make it out to seem. And it's something that we don't really talk about, that it's not easy. And then you can be in a completely loving relationship. Heterosexually, it's easier. You have more opportunities to try. But when you're in a queer relationship, it's either gonna cost you a whole arm and a leg to get pregnant. So far, what I have seen from our pricing of possibilities, it's a lot, and I don't even know. I can only hope that either we find a nice friend that wants to donate, or is okay with the long co-parenting thing, or doesn't even want to co-parent at all but is just willing to donate. That would be cool too. But it's just we know it's not going to be easy. Getting pregnant first isn't easy at all. There's vitamins, and you gotta definitely make sure you ovulate and stuff like that. And some people, I funnily did not know this until a doctor told me, that you could have a period every month and still not ovulate. every time. And I'm just like, but I thought the period meant that you were like ovulating. That's the whole point of having a period, right? Apparently your body could just be like, no, but we'll still shed and make you have cramps and bleed, but like, no. And I'm just like, that's unfortunate and wild and unnecessary. And sometimes I even have to tell my body to chill, because why would you do that? Why are we going through this if you're not even popping out an egg? That's the whole point of this. So it's just like so many factors and so many things nobody discusses, and you just go through life thinking it's something that will just happen. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And when you finally do get to think about it, when you're kind of usually older and you're thinking about it and you're like, I can't freeze my eggs, I don't have that money. Or how do I get a sperm donor? From a sperm bank, and then planning that out and making sure you ovulate, and like, even once you get that plus sign, it's not guaranteed. And then I've seen so many beautiful friends either give birth and it's the happiest moment of their life, and I've had some where unfortunately that day has been like the saddest of their lives, because either the baby is stillborn or there's complications, or the pregnancy like was stressful enough and it's kind of a sigh of relief that it's over, because hopefully their body can go back to normal. Because I know for me, as a Black woman and as a woman who already has like blood disorders and stuff, and my own mother had preeclampsia, and I myself was a preemie. Granted, I picked my birthday, which wasn't a bad choice, because I think I picked an awesome birthday to be born. But preeclampsia was a big thing that plagued my mom through her entire pregnancy, plus the morning sickness. And even with my brother that she had after me, it's still not guaranteed you're taking home your baby. And I am grateful that my mom shared like her pregnancy talks with me, and I know her history, and I kind of have a glimpse of what my own journey could be like, and I already know it's gonna be hard. But like seeing friends close to me saying like, oh, they're like super happy that they're pregnant, and then it's gone because no fault of their own, just life and just things we can't control with our bodies. And it's just weird that nobody talks about it. It feels like it's like a dirty little secret. And also I appreciate some women out there, especially the moms to be, that are not glowy and talk about like the downsides of their pregnancy, because it kind of gives us a better outlook as women and birthing people that these are also possibilities. Like the person who's keeping the list, like thank you, because that list also keeps pregnancy and the medical part of it very realistic for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people. But I just feel like, one, personally, my body might be a little scared to get pregnant, because my mom put the fear of the universe in me as a teenager, and even at 18 my body was like, nope, we're not doing this because mom said no. But now as an adult, I'm just like, I hope maybe we'll find a donor or can afford a donor, and that we can just have a happy, healthy baby without too many complications. And that's, I guess, what all of us realistically want as birthing family-oriented or family-wanting people. It's just a little different sometimes when you sit back and you think about it, and it's kind of like, how do we make this go from dream to reality?